Hello my crazy bit of Verticonians, my name's Vertico, you can call me V, and welcome back to a Pokemon Go. I hope you're having a good day. If you're having a good day, feel free to like the video, it'll make my day even better. I'm currently playing Pokemon Go. As you can tell, I'm recording it afterwards. We just encountered a wild seal, we'll jump to that straight away, quickly enough. But we're playing it quite late at night, as you might be able to see at 8 past 10 PM. We went for a late night run, and this was a considerably long run with considerable amounts of Pokestops. So guys, make sure to stay tuned for a lot of Pokestops. I mean, this was a crazy amount. This is actually the first seal I've ever caught. I also must address something straight away, guys. As you probably are aware, between the episodes 2 and 3, there will be a massive XP/level jump. So prepare your butts for that. What level am I here actually? Because I'm currently level 19. Ooh, I'm focused on this seal quite a lot actually. Seems to be the case. I'm really focused on the seal. There we go, close. I'm level 3. So there's a bit, there we go, level 3. So we actually go up by 16 levels, of course. Guys, this video is basically dedicated to me just talking about what we caught and some crazy reactions to the fact that, it's just been so long, 3 days. Since I filmed this. I have got an XP guide that went up the other day, so make sure to check it out for any guides on how to get up quite quick in levels. So I'm going to have a quick roam around here. This is actually, I wouldn't say too close to my house. It's about 10-15 minutes actually, so it is a bit far out. But right next to the outlet centre, of course, there's some lovely XP and bits and pieces. There's actually loads of things nearby. I actually check my items here to see if I see what I've got on me. I try to use the camera and realise I can't. I then have a look at my eggs and I'm like, oh right, I know how to use the egg picker. I've got to pick him. So I think if I'm going on a long run, I may as well incubate the egg in preparation. Now I've got way too many eggs because this was actually the first egg I got. It took me forever to get it. It was like the 10th or something Pokestop before I got my first egg. So I was like, what? Why ain't give me no eggs? Come on, fam. I need some eggs. And it gave me some eggs. When making an omelette, prepare to break some eggs. If that was relevant, but it's not. So yeah, no, the area I'm actually heading towards now is crazy good for Ghastly and Drowsy and Rattata, Pidgeys and Weddles, and of course you'll become to learn that Whittles, Rattata and Pidgey are very useful for leveling up. Drowsy's not necessarily, but the fact I get so many of them, even in this episode alone, I'm going to say they're pretty damn important. And right as we're coming up here, we actually managed to get a medal as we're coming up towards these Pokestops, and a Cloyster and a Shelter up here. I clicked the Cloyster because why not? I throw a pitiful attempt of a Pokeball, and then I throw a really good one. In fact, I get a nice for it, smack bang in the center, and it swallows that Cloyster hole, and it gets it in one go. Guys, also a quick thing to note, you can see Air Shower flashing above. That's the recording software I use. So if any of you are curious on how to record it, of course, go check out Air Shower. Really good for the iPhone. I don't know, yeah, no, it's actually good for the Android too, actually. I'm not using it myself. Then here we get a Pokestop, the GWR Metalwork Sculpture, which gave me 4 Pokeballs. That's actually quite generous. I don't know about you guys, but you get the odd stingy one. Like, look, this isn't too bad, 3, but you get like 1 Pokeball, a potion, and revive, and it's like, that's not really very nice, is it? That's charity. At this point, I didn't actually have any Krabby, so you can see Krabby popping up there. I was really excited. I was like, there's a Krabby nearby. Can't wait to make I have crabs jokes. But I don't actually think I ended up finding it. I started heading towards town around the corner here. I started to get a bit more of a jog on, and I was like, I better start jogging. So I started getting towards town, and I encountered a Rattata. And this Rattata, or Rattata, as any people, you can see I've just sort of stopped running, but my hair is a mess in that silhouette. But I catch the Rattata, or Rattata. People will probably get driven crazy by me calling it Rattata. I just catch it. It's one go. No, not one go. It definitely was not one go. It was like 3 Pokeballs, but the first one I actually landed on him, got it. And this was my first Rattata. Got me a decent amount of XP. At this point, you can probably guess I was not very high on the Pokedex. Didn't have much as a Jinx. I'm like, oh, Jinx and Krabby, I'm hopefully going to catch them. Then I realised all of these were inside the closed outlet store, outlet centre, all these Pokemon and the Pokestops, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to open that. And, check my headphones were still working at this point, because you never know when they'll stop working. True story. Oh, dearie me. Oh, and we get close to another Pokestop. Go ahead and spin it, and it gives us 3 Pokeballs and an egg, and that really drove me. I'm like, yeah, can't wait to get more eggs, more Pokeballs, and I think in this journey I actually net me a lot of Pokeballs because the amount of Pokestops I hit in one go, this running whole malarkey, really beneficial for Pokemon and Pokemon's beneficiary for it. True story. So we're going up to the park and we spin ourselves the GW News Wyndham Park and get to thank you once again for 2 Pokestops in a row, 3 lovely Pokeballs and 1 lovely jubbly egg. So it's quite nice actually. Then we realised, hang on, if we cross the road at some point coming up, we can get 2 whole lovely Pokestops, and that's what I do. So I go ahead and sort of walk quite slowly towards it. And through the magic of time travel, we managed to get there just in time. And we, just in time, what am I saying? Really quickly. I realised I couldn't get it on this side of the road. So I was like, oh, I best cross the road then. So I'm like, quickly hopping across the road, making sure to check my left and right. People, if you are playing this game, please don't give it the taboo name that's currently building, and make sure you check left and right. This was actually when the servers were amazing, okay, because I could spin it once and I got all my items, and now I have to spin it like 50 times and stand near it for an hour. I think that they unleashed it in 27 new countries today, and they just, oh, the servers are bombed. So yeah. Anyway, we start heading towards town again, but I check my items first and think, oh my god, 98 Pokeballs, that is crazy, and I've not bought any Pokeballs at this point. I've literally just gone to stops and spammed them, so that was crazy. We find a Pidgey, and a Pidgey isn't that uncommon, but I was quite chuffed with this, because I was like, oh, I want a Pidgey up, and then I was walking along, and this Pidgey's standing in the road. What are you doing? You silly bird, or I guess they're a pigeon, so flying rat. And it's like jumping in the road. I'm lobbing Pokeballs at it, and I'm like, yeah, I've got it. So I just keep walking, and it zooms in. Like, I know it's quite a common theme at this point. Like, it nearly gets my feet in all of it, so it looks like I'm kicking the Pokeball. Not in this one, of course, but in most of the other ones, because I sort of just bring it back immediately afterwards, and it takes the image, literally, if you brought it back, so I'm bringing it back right at my feet. And then we encounter another Pokestop. I can't remember which one this got me. This didn't get me much, I don't think. Oh, no, that's a lie. 3 eggs. No, 3 balls and an egg. Once again, we seem to be getting that as a common one. I didn't actually use my incenses at this point. I think one of the first incense I tried to use, I actually binned instead of using it, so that was an interesting ordeal. So what I actually do is I get to the Pokestop right here at the Mechanics Institute, and 2 Pokemon appear. I got Drowsy and a Spearow. That's crazy. So I go ahead and get the Drowsy. I don't know what the hell that was. So I try and get the Drowsy. I try and do a curveball. Actually, no, I didn't try and do it. I did it on accident. I was trying to sort of spin it a bit and just throw it straight, but I didn't realise you had to curve it if you did that. And I accidentally sort of fluked it and got it, and I was like, oh, I'm so good at this thing. So I nailed it, got this Drowsy, got the XP for a nice throw, which is quite, made me feel good. Got the thing, but at that point the Spearow had disappeared. How bummed was I? Quite bummed actually. But this was a hell of one. I got 5 Pokeballs and I think it was an egg. I couldn't pay attention there. And a level up. So I got leveled up and I got 15 more Pokeballs. So this leveling really has done amazingly for my Pokeballs. At the same time, it's doing really well for my, well, leveling. So I was going to encounter more things. At this point, I sort of looked around trying to sort of gather where the most sort of where all of the Pokestops were, so I could sort of really get my bearings. As you can see in Swindon, there are so many Pokestops within the short distance. Okay, there'll be other places we've got loads, but I have to say, Swindon, distance-wise, it's incredible. Like, I could run to the end of the street, then get 4 or 5 of them, then run back, get 4 or 5 of them, run back, so on and so forth, and it would constantly never end. I mean, if you did that, you get what? Let's say in 5, you get about, 10 to 15 balls. You could end up like what? In 20, 30 minutes, end up with like nearly 50, 60 balls. That's crazy. That's crazy good. So I make my way down to this little junction, if you will, here, and I managed to net myself 1 right here at the CCC Church Fund. Wouldn't that be CCCC Fund? Make it a lot easier for you guys. And then the platform, so I grab that, and I think, at this point I hadn't really encountered any stingy stops, to be quite frank. That's what we call them, stingy stops. If you encounter a stop that's stingy, call it a stingy stop. And we're like, oh, I have to cross the road now. So we went ahead and got that stop, and then we moved on into town where the interesting things started to happen. Right, we hit a predicament at this point. I managed to, I was heading towards a different part of town, and I managed to start crossing the road, and a Pidgey appeared. Don't worry guys, you saw me look left and right there. I looked left off camera, then I looked right actually with the camera itself. There's another one, and I literally know at this point that the thing to the left, because it's actually a parking garage, is closed, so don't worry guys, I wasn't being unsafe. And then the thing up to the upcoming is actually another parking garage that you have to drive up to, and I'm actually currently on the pavement still, and I actually go left anyway. I saw someone coming up and I was like, put it down, but I saw them doing the exact same thing, so I was like, yeah, you know what, at this point I'm not being judged. So I nailed this Pidgey. That's another Pidgey. I'm thinking, oh, what do I need, like 3 Pidgeys to level it up? And I was like, I soon came to the realization, like, oh, I can level it up now, but I won't be able to level it to a Pidgeot just yet. A Rattata appeared almost immediately afterwards, so I was like, nailed it! Grabbed it straight off the bat, and I think I got it in 1. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I was like, well, you know, I'm not saying I'm the best, or the very, very best, but I'm damn well close. Just we're getting pretty cocky at this point, thinking like, you know what, I'm going to nail this. I'm going to get the best Pokemon Go player out there, the best Pokemon Go gameplay YouTuber out there, and I thought, I'm going to do alright. So we just got into town and just grabbed a Pokestop that's giving me a few decent things, and a Spearow appears. This is probably not the Spearow that we missed earlier, but a completely different one. I curveballed it completely off screen, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to lob it at him. Went right over him, then threw another one, he jumped over it, and I was starting to get at this point, I was thinking, you scrote bag, and I threw it, and he jumped, and it hit him while he jumped. Had he not jumped, that they'd gone over him, but he jumped into that ball. He wanted it. There is no other way about it. I realised at this point my volume's quite loud. I'm going past people. I didn't really want to hear people hearing oops, 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 that comes from the game, because that's got other connotations. As you can see, guys, we're actually now coming towards the centre of town. I've got 1, 2, 3 stops already within the centre of town, and I've been into town for about 3 minutes now. There's another 3 directly ahead of me. Well, 4 actually, technically speaking, if I kept on the path. 1, 2 to the left, 1 in between the front and the left-hand side, loads in the distance to the northwest, and, well, towards top left, and then there's quite a few to the right that you guys can't see off camera at the moment. And a wild Pidgey appears, and at this point I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not going to care about it. And I throw it, and he headbutts me. Oh. But then I nail it, smack on the beak with a Pokeball, and there you can see my foot's right there. I ran in flat-footed shoes, and aka Van lookalikes. I really advise against it. I grabbed this Pokestop, there's a Pidgey right underneath it, but I managed to get 5 Pokeballs from the old canal, so I was like, you know what, old canal, you're pretty safe. You're pretty safe, you are. I don't think I actually realised the Pidgey was back there. I just ran right past it, and then a Jinx appeared, and I was like, Jinx! So I had to swing round the gym, hit the Jinx, and I think this is one that took a few balls, to be quite frank. She took quite a lot of balls, not that she didn't enjoy it, of course, but she took a smacker to the face. I think, no, actually saying that, I think I got her in 1. Oh, it was the, oh no, that was the higher level one that I got a couple of days ago, right, that's cool. Yeah, so I nail her in the face with 1 ball. Turns out she doesn't want to pair, she wants 1. And she's there swaying quite happily after being smacked in the face with those balls. So she's quite happy. I then realised there is 2 Pidgeys. I go think, you know what, the other one's going to disappear in a second. I'll get the sculpture first. Get them 3 Pokeballs in the egg. Wait, or am I ignoring them? No, I'm not ignoring them. Then I go for the Pidgey and I'm like, you are mine. Nail him in 1. Keep walking. At this point I'm actually coming towards a part of town that's quite populated, so I'm like sort of keeping my phone down, making sure people didn't look at me. I did realise later on that run, I believe, that you could turn AR mode off, and it would make it a lot easier to catch Zoomfats and, well, in general, catch things. I actually managed to earn a medal of normal type Pokemon. I was thinking, hang on, but Pidgey's flying. I think it's flying normal. I was thinking still. But yeah. So we're coming towards the top of the town now, and I managed to find a Drowsy, a Rattata, and a Spearow close to each other. I've caught the Rattata, and I'm trying to catch the Drowsy with my infamous crab throwing skills. Good God. Ooh, a post box. And at this point, I'm realising to myself, I'm screwing up quite considerably. I really am cacking up. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna sort of just literally put my finger along in a straight line. I'm not gonna sort of try and put it up like without sort of looking to the left. So I was like, putting it to the left and pushing it up. The reason being is because otherwise I was going to sort of curl it. I was coming towards this pub and I was thinking, hang on, there's a lure on it. I was like, what the hell? And I was just thought, I'm going to look, I'm not going to try and catch anything, because if I look up, people are going to think I'm weird. I realised there's a lure. I was like, Then again, there's people outside the front. There was a lot of people outside the front, actually. I mean, a lot. And there was a lure outside, and I thought, you know what, it's fine. I realised I got quite a bit of Stardust. Realised I've got a lot of Drowsy, and I was thinking, I might get a Hypno at some point tonight. I was quite chuffed with that. There's actually a lot of Drowsy nearby in the area. I realised there's a Golbat nearby as well, and there was actually a Horsey, and I was like, I want a Horsey, I want a Seadra, I want a Seadra. But as I'm coming closer towards the pub, which is actually the actual thing, is right next to it at the banquet, the Chinese restaurant, all you can eat. Managed to get it without it sort of being on there. So I've got Pokeballs, got the Rattata that popped up, and I was like, oh Christ, please don't be too high. So it's like right there, and then I nail the Rattata, but there's something I'm ashamed to say, guys. Coming up, there is a Golbat, and I just need you to see my performance on on that Golbat, and you can judge me. Judge me as hard as you need to. And I'm trying to get the Golbat. I sort of just literally poke him right through the thing. And at this point, I'm sort of trying to do it without sort of people seeing me. I'm like, oh god, what am I doing? I'm literally, oh look how bad these are. I'm limp dicking a lot of these balls. I see a guy right there. I'm like, oh, he's. Yeah, and he was actually doing the exact same thing. He was trying to catch something. I'm pretty confident he was trying to catch this Golbat as well. So I managed to get the Golbat, and I think it breaks out on the first, no, second? Nope, second. I'm like, oh, where's he gone? He's right there. I start throwing again. I think we've wasted 5 now? 6? Oh god. 7? Oh, please stop. Please stop. I think I run soon. Yeah, because I don't want to look up now because there's people all around me. I sort of just throw without looking. So now we're up to 9. 10. Did I get him in that one? No, I didn't. 10. I think I might be wrong on the count. It might be 11 or 12, but that's 11 on my count. 12? Because I threw it at him when he wasn't thinking. It was still a shoe shot anyway. I'm like getting really annoyed at this point. I'm like, come on! 13. I'm like, oh my god, this isn't going far enough. I actually thought it glitched out that I couldn't throw it far enough. Because I was probably like launching it on my phone. I was just so close to actually throwing my phone itself, and it was just like, oh my wow. At this point, I think that's for 15, 16, something like that. So basically, as you can see, I've used a lot of balls at this point. I'm thinking, I think he actually runs. The way I'm thinking of it is he'll be worth it. He'll be a decent level for me. And looking back on it now, he was not worth it because any level back then would not have been worth it. I'm encountering another group of people. I'm like, yeah, let's just run. So I actually ran from it, realised I missed a lot of stops, and I actually went back for 2 of them because I went back to go round. Rather than going the way I was going there, I went back to go back round. I went and got the Pilgrim one, got the one that we're missing in front of us as well, the Memorial, and then went round to past the Army Centre and down that road, which we'll actually get onto in just a second. Now, as we're coming down this road, something really, really interesting has happened. Okay, first and foremost, I hope all who were involved were okay. I actually went past, I mean, a recent crash. Like, it must have been within 10 minutes that the crash occurred, because there was a car that had a windscreen completely wrecked with 2 guys sat in it. I really, really hope they were okay, of course. And then a little bit further down the road, sort of, well, the first thing I encountered down up the road, I guess, was another guy in another car, which is actually in a lamppost by the looks of it. And he was sort of shaking up as well. I was like, oh my god, the police were there. The ambulance literally came round the corner as I was going down here. I felt at this point getting the camera out, even for any Pokemon, sort of without sort of putting it low, would have been disrespectful. So I was sort of trying to do my best to ensure that I wasn't being disrespectful, of course. Not trying to make it look like I was taking any pictures. But it was really, really crazy. And I thought, oh my god, I really hope they're okay. I thought, wow, Pokemon Go gets me in the weirdest of situations. So we got towards the end of the road, and then I saw this little bugger, and this was which sparked my hatred for these little Zubats. And I threw 2 Pokeballs, but the first Pokeball missed, and I knew from that point I'm always going to have difficulties. And even though I got the second one on go, I knew I'd have to quit, and I always still have difficulty trying to catch Zubat. So I got the second one, I was like, oh yeah, I've caught Zubat now, Golbat won't be hard to evolve, without realising, of course, the evolved form of Golbat, which I can't remember the name of, isn't yet available, so it will be a 50 can do rather than a 25 can do. And I was like, hey, poop. So yeah, at that point I was like, he's going to take quite a lot to evolve. So I just thought, nah, cross him off the list. Zubat, Golbat, not really fast, but if Golbat's evolved form does make an appearance, I will definitely be interested. So what we do here is we wind off our run. I'm actually sort of thinking, I've hit level 5, I just hit level 5 off camera, of course. I've hit level 5, I'm thinking, I've done really, really well this evening. Quite chuffed, got quite a lot of Pokeballs, quite a lot of Pokemon. Start heading back home. I thought, you know what, I'll show you guys. Let's have a look at Pokemon. So I've got a Clefairy, a Jinx at some point. Oh, I think I called that in a previous video. Drowsy, Spearow, Seal, Rattata, loads of them. I got all 9 eggs from having 0 that evening. And I thought, yeah, I'm good. So guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please drop a like down below. Next Pokemon Goes episode is going to be a bit more interesting. A lot more stuff on sort of actually at the time. Well, I say a lot more. I have 2 camera recorder parts. 3 actually, and we also do a little bit at the end where I evolve everything from that day and the day after. So that'll be interesting, so make sure you stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. Drop a like down below, subscribe, have a nice day, and ta-ra!